When the Esther Project was birthed 5 years ago, its mission was to provide vocational skill training to the orphaned in Myanmar. At the time, Myanmar was just beginning to experience the opportunities and freedom that a new democratically elected government offered. It was a nation and a people that looked to the future with expectation and hope. Unfortunately, at least for now, it is hope delayed. Today, Myanmar is in the grips of an alarming downward spiral into civil war and a collapse of the economic, health, education, and government infrastructures. Armed resistance to the military junta is growing, and with the civilian population caught in the crossfire, to date, over 1,500 people are known to have been killed in the conflict. With the collapse of the health system in Myanmar, a third wave of COVID-19 has swept through the country. And with no medical care available, estimates are that up to 30% of the adult population will die from the virus. In Myanmar, COVID-19 is more often than not a death sentence. The dual impacts of COVID-19 pandemic and Myanmar's political crisis, triggered by the military coup, has resulted in the local currency losing over 60% of its value, and now nearly half the population live on less than $1 a day. It is in this environment that the Esther Project now operates, and out of necessity has been stretched beyond our initial mission. We have adapted to and are now operating in a conflict zone. We have embraced the mantra that it is not just enough that we do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required. So in addition to continuing to provide the only education to the children of our partnering orphanages, we have over the course of this year provided emergency food relief to multiple orphanages as they exhausted their food supply. We have evacuated the children and caregivers from several orphanages when the situation became too lethal for them to remain. In addition, 2 of our orphanages have been burned to the ground, and one of our partner orphanages has had hostile squatters seize half of their property. And with the ongoing crisis not appearing to end, several of the orphanages have simply disappeared, and the children have been relocated within our network of partnering orphanages. In regards to COVID-19, we have provided masks and disinfectants to all the orphanages, and after much searching, recently located a source to administer the COVID-19 vaccine to each member of our staff, their spouses, and our caregivers. Tragically, however, COVID-19 has not left the Esther Project unscathed, as we have buried 6 associated with it and 1 of our staff members. It has been a year of upheaval, calamity, turmoil, and enormous suffering, but it has been met with perseverance, determination, character, and faith by the staff of the Esther Project. And now, as we approach a new year, plans are now in place to resume in-person classes at each of the orphanages and to continue to provide the skill training and education to over 350 children in those orphanages. The sewing program will resume and expand in January, as well as a relaunching of the mentoring program. We will persevere, remaining focused on continuing to provide the education of all the children in all of our partnering orphanages, while doing what is necessary to protect and preserve the lives of the children and adults of the Esther Project. To paraphrase Thomas Paine, these are the times that try a man's soul. But we know that suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope.